कर्णैभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्टुवागंसस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. Let us pray together. We offer our salutations to the all-loving being who endows all beings with consciousness. We meditate on the Lord, who is the origin of the universe. Lord, thou abidest in all, thou art all, thou assumest all forms, thou art the origin and goal of all. Thou art the self of all. Thou art existence, knowledge, and bliss. Salutations unto thee. May the world be peaceful. May the wicked become gentle. May all creatures think of mutual welfare. May their minds be occupied with what is spiritual and abiding. May our hearts be immersed in selfless love for the Lord. Peace, peace, peace be unto all. Let us close our eyes and feel the center of our consciousness as a spark of light. This is the source of all bliss, love and peace. This is the unchanging, ever stable support of existence. It is beyond all names and forms, beyond the body, beyond the thoughts, beyond all that changes. All that changes comes and goes. It is not real. This eternal, unchanging, luminous core of our being imparts the notion of existence into all that appears and disappears and thus unreal. This luminous core of our being is same everywhere, same in all. This is the true I, the true self, the Atman. Where all is one. All our sufferings are because of not experiencing this core of our being. Om. Peace, peace, peace. Om. Asatu ma sadgamaya tamasu ma jyotirgamaya mrityurmam amritam gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Lead us from the unreal to the real, from the darkness of ignorance to the light of knowledge, and from this limited, transitory existence to the immortal, true existence. Peace, peace, peace. Today's topic, friends, is, as you see, much ado about nothing. And there was a Shakespeare's play which had this title, but it was actually not nothing there. It was noting, N-O-T-I-N-G, got pronounced as it nothing. But that was the actual story of that play is that because of miscommunication or the lack of communication, lot of confusion occurs, and thus lot of humorous situations emerge. So that is the much ado about noting. Noting in the Old English means uh, the communication, exchanging the thoughts, telling somebody that the conversations and all, that is noting. That we also use that word, that okay, noted, your point is noted and all that, but the word got pronounced always as not noting but nothing. The play, therefore, is called Much Ado About Nothing. This, in regular English language, this phrase means making a lot of fuss about very minor or actually non-existent things. You create a brawl about that. It is like the story of two completely deaf husband and wife. The husband was ready with some bag and all to go out. Where are you going? The wife asked, where are you going? Now is not heard. I am going to shopping. Huh? I had told you to go to shopping. Why are you not going to shopping? I told you I am going to shopping. He is not hearing. So it continued like that for 5 minutes. That it is, ultimately he dangled the bags before her. That it is. So, because of not proper communication, the things get escalated, and there is lot of misunderstanding, problems. Sometimes war also start because of non-misunderstanding. It is many wars are because we do not meet heart to heart and are able to communicate our feelings to the other, and thus we become very excited and feel the fear of somebody else and then jump into war. So let us preempt the attack. So you attack, then the other party also attacks. So this is the lack of communication, and also the lack of paying the attention to the more important things of life. This is a commonly encountered situation where one is not able to understand the gravity, how much relative importance is to be placed on things. It is, and therefore we give overemphasis on certain things and neglect certain other things. And the great spiritual teachers, they have shown this to be the cause of our bondage to unreal things. It is, we get bound by these, we get frustrated because of this, that we paid too much attention to something that was not important. And we did not therefore give enough importance or any importance to that which is real, which is permanent. So therefore, in Vedanta or in any religions, you will see there is this discussion on see what is real and what is unreal. And how to decide something is unreal? The criterion given by Vedanta, which is disputed by many, but they could not come up with any better criterion. What is unreal is that which appears but is temporary, it disappears. Appears and disappears. That is not real. That which is always there, which does not undergo any change, that alone is real. And so, the attention is to be shifted to that which is real and try to get that. We pay too much of attention to things which are just, they glitter, they look very nice. And we run after that like it is a big effervescence. Appears to be, a big quantity or something big. But the effervescence soon sets down and then there is nothing left. And Sri Ramakrishna gave this example actually. If you have a big cauldron or big pan, put a little milk in it, just sticking the surface there, and then put fire under it. Soon you will see a big ball, as it were, that white ball, a bubble. And then one may see, this pot must be full of milk. But when the fire goes down, you see that there is very little, that what was little, that also now got smeared to the pot and lost. So, paying too much attention to the minor details makes our life miserable. And that is why we see, even after getting in the sense of the world, putting lot of efforts, getting many so-called nice things, the person becomes or remains not happy. Because in the process of acquiring all these things, what happens? These things come and go. And one has not paid attention to the important thing, that is, who am I? My true nature, that which does not change, and therefore that which is real. I have not paid attention to that, and therefore miss these very important things. I am going to tell this story of Kathopanishad. A small part of that Upanishad in the beginning pertains to shifting our understanding from that which is actually not important, which is effervescent, and shifting it to that which is real. So, this story is very nice, very interesting story, that a man who was fairly well-to-do, his name was Vajashrava. And then he decided to perform a sacrifice by which one will be assured a place in heaven, the high worlds where you will have lot of enjoyments. It is. So it was decided that he will be doing this sacrifice. It entails giving up everything that you have in your possession here. Donate all that. Now when he saw the result, I will then be able to get secure a place in heaven, he decided, yes, I am going to conduct that sacrifice. But human mind is funny. It makes a resolve, but then stealthily starts changing it. It is, I got a credit card ad. It gives these benefits, these benefits, these benefits. You will get so many points and so many these things. And on the back, in the fine prints, it is written, by accepting this credit card, you agree to our terms of conditions, terms and conditions. They include that it is, we can change the benefits anytime. It is, we can reduce the benefits anytime. We can increase the fees anytime, and so forth. So it is, these are the fine prints. So our mind also, although says that yes, I will give everything, starts finding a way out not to give everything. Keep some. Heaven is okay, but I want my life here also to be full of riches. It is well-known truth that we cannot have the cake and eat it too. It is, if you eat, it is gone. If you have, you are not eating it. So it is. But somehow our mind gets into some trick whereby I will have the cake and will get to eat it as well. So this man thinks that yes, I will give everything, but not really everything. Because while I am craving for heaven, this earthly life, I want to lead it also comfortably. So he started giving. Those days, the wealth was measured in cows, how many cows you have. And so the donation was made in cows. And because all the positions, that most important position was cows, because they were important for livelihood, they were important for farming and transportation. Everything depended on cows. Like in 1800s, American life depended greatly on horses. It is till early 1900s in Southern America, if you steal a horse, there is the capital punishment for it. You can commit some other things, many crimes, and they will not get any. If you steal gold, still you will not get capital punishment, some years of imprisonment. But if you steal a horse, then capital punishment. Why? Because horse was very important thing. And somebody asked therefore the question that why Hindus do not eat beef? Why Hindus do not eat beef? At one point they certainly used to eat. It is, there are many irrefutable references to that. But then it became very important animal for our social life, personal life, and so it was decided that it should not be killed. So the answer was given to this question, why Hindus do not kill these cows, just as Americans do not eat horse. In so many meats that you get, you will, even now, it is difficult to find a shop that sells horse meat. It is, the reason is horse has been a very important creature in the American culture. So cows were very important. So this man was giving cows in donations, gifting my cows. But what kind of cows were they? The Upanishad describes in a very humorous vein that Pitodaka Jagdhatrana Dugdha Doha Nirindriyaha. Hmm. Those cows which have sipped their last sip of water, they are not going to drink water anymore. Ah, they have eaten last morsel of grass, not going to eat anymore. And they have given the last drop of milk. That kind of cows, they have become, just now ready to die, as it were. So such cows were being given in donation. And the other good cows were kept aside. Might have been sent to some other place so that people don't see them. So it is, yeah, send it to father-in-law's home, we'll take care of them, okay. So it is, that is not mentioned in the Upanishad. But this is what the cows were being given in donation. And his son, a young boy, mentioned here as Tang Kumaram Santam, means was at the age of say 13, 14, like that. And he was watching it and didn't like, saw that my dad is doing something very dishonest, and then its result will not be good at all. But there is a decorum as to how to approach a father about it. You have to be very respectful to your father. You cannot go and just question, hey, why are you giving only such cows? Give the good cows. A child of that age is not supposed to ask like that. So he goes and humbly asks the father, Father, whom are you giving me as a gift? I am also your wealth, and you have committed that you will give all the wealth in donation. So, whom are you giving me to? He thought that will make the father understand. But father didn't understand. Not only that, he got irritated. This boy, this is, go and play. Why are you meddling? I am busy with such an important work. A big sacrifice is going on. And why are you meddling in between? Get away. Upanishad says, Dvitiyam Tritiyam. Second time. Third time, again he asked the same question. And now the father got angered and said, okay, I have given you to death. Yama, that I have given you to Mrityu, the death. And the young boy says, okay, so let me go now to death, since you have given me to Yama. Now how he goes to death is not mentioned, but in between there is this father gets the remorse that he said something in anger, and the boy is now really ready to go to death. He's tried to tell boy, no, don't go. I didn't mean it. But the boy pointed out to that which is important and that which is not important. A very, the verse of profound meaning. He says there that, look, the great people, they adhere to truth. They should hold on to truth. The life and death, what? It is like the grass grows and grass dies. In the spring time, you see a lot of vegetation comes up. Do you see any now? Hardly any. because it is gone, it's time. So the grass comes up, grass dies. So also our life here, just a momentary something. The idea is to look deeply into what is permanent and what is impermanent, and what stays, the truth. The very meaning of this word truth is that which stays, which is real. That which is real is to be hold on to. That has to be the focus, that which is anyway going to go away, let it go. That which is important, that which is not going to go away, that which is real, let me hold on to that. We are born and die sooner or later. What difference does it make? It is in the infinite scheme of time, living a few days less or few days more. What difference is it going to make? It is so, but the truth is important. So now, while he is ready to go to death, now the boy gives a mature advice to his father that no, hold on to the truth. Even if I do not go to the death today, tomorrow I will have to go anyway. So, since you told that I have been given to death and I will obey you and I'll go to death, hold on to that which is truth. The other things, they come and go. They are not important. So the shift you can see that what is important is this truth. Now the story continues that he goes to the doorstep of death. Now it was not an appointment there, so he reached there without actually having proper appointment letter that hey, now you are being lifted from earth, our earthly existence, and you now are in the realm of death. No, so the god of death, Yama, was not present there. He had gone out for some work. So don't ask the question that where does the Yama go, what job does he have. That is not mentioned here. It is a story to illustrate certain things. So he was away on a tour and so came back after 3 days. In between, his boy refused to come into the palace of Yama or take some food. No, he waited for the god of death to arrive. And when the god of death arrives, he is told either by his secretaries or wife or whatever that, see, this boy has been waiting here for 3 days. It's not good. It is morally very bad to let a guest be like staying out like that, hungry, thirsty. So please appease him. Otherwise, this conduct is going to bring a lot of misfortune to us. So Yama immediately sees the point and goes to the little boy and apologizes for all this hardship that he had to face, and then says, to make up for this, I am going to give you 3 boons. That whatever you want, you ask with these 3 boons. So Yama can give almost anything, as we will see. Nothing is difficult for him because everything is in his realm. You will see that subtle point that everything dies, and therefore is under this kingdom of god of death. So he had everything. So he was ready to give that. All that is transitory, all that is impermanent, and therefore all that is unreal. Thank you, Sukalyan. All that is unreal, he was ready to give and asked him, what do you want by first boon? If we don't ask the boons properly, we make, mess of everything. There is the story Swami Vivekananda tells that one couple, they suddenly found a genie, and the genie gave them 3 boons. Come on. So ask whatever you want. 3 boons are given to you. And then the wife said, let us ask for a big house and money and all that. And then the man said, the wife said, no. What did I say first? Well, it doesn't matter, let us not have much ado about nothing. So it is. One of them said that, Lord, let us ask lot of money and so forth. Others said, don't you see that people just criticize us? Because our noses are all crooked. And so even if we get lot of money, what? When we go out, people will be going to jeer us. So now this is an opportunity that to have good nose. So let us ask for the proper good-looking nose. Then one of them was no. All we want money. The other said, well, no, we have noses. We want noses. And so ultimately, one of them shouted, who was, that scouting for noses. So he shouted loudly, we want noses and noses and noses. And then soon that was heard, and their faces were filled with nice looking hundreds of noses. Now, and then one started accusing, see what happened because of you. No, it is because of you. It is because of you. So it was decided, now let us pray. And in a hurry, they prayed, okay, our second boon, take away all these noses. And then their real nose also, all the noses were gone. Now the only one boon remained. So the wife said, now let us calm down and ask the right thing. Let us ask one good nose for each of us. Agreed? The husband said, no, if people see a very nice looking nose, instead of that ugly nose, they will ask, how did you get this nose? Did you go for a surgery? Then we will have to tell why we got all this news, and then people are going to make us a laughing stock of us, that look, even after 3 boons, they just squandered away everything. So they decided then, let us have back that earlier original crooked nose back. So even after getting 3 boons, everything was squandered away. So to ask the boon, one should be careful. So Nachiketa first asked by the first boon that let my father become peaceful. The agony and anger that he had about me, let that become calm down. And then when I go back after having this meeting finished, go back to him, let him recognize me. Because, once it is only one way. You go to death, don't come back. If come back, then it is, you people will feel disinclined to recognize you. They will think it is a ghost. So, therefore, let him recognize me. This boon was immediately granted by Yama. Now, something higher. That, okay, I want to know that this world is transitory, but people speak of going to some heaven where the merriment lasts forever. Things are, tremendously better than what we have on the earth. Lot of wonderful enjoyments. You know that story that one couple, they were living a very, very healthy life. They always used to bring food, healthy food, from whatever these organic and all that stuff, it is get it from there, and lived a very healthy life till they became 90, 95, 100, and passed away almost together. And then, when they lived a good life, so they went to heaven, and then they had this conversation there with the managers in the heaven. Okay, we have all these beautiful these houses to live. This has such wonderful, well-decorated, diamond-studded bedroom, and such patio, and all the garden around. Or you can have similar one with a different design there. You can choose, a lot of choice. But how much we have to pay? That is no, you don't have to pay. This is heaven. I don't need to pay anything. Okay, and then he said, come on, I will show you the food options here. And everything is available. They showed, this is this casserole, this is this, and this is, all the sweets, pudding, and all are there. Candies and ice creams, whatever you want. You can eat everything. The husband said, we want to remain healthy, and so we want only the low calorie, low fat diet. It is high protein, low calorie, that which has lot of antioxidants and flax seeds and all that. Then the manager said, don't worry about it, it is heaven. You can eat whatever without any ill effects on you. Your sugar level will not go high, even if you keep on eating lot of ice creams. So it is, or your cholesterol levels won't matter. You will remain healthy. Eat whatever you want. You will not put on weight. Wow, so good. Then there were taken to entertainment. This is, the golf courses are there. Come on, you can. How much is the membership? Well, it is for free. This is heaven, you don't have to pay. Then the man looks angrily to his wife. Because of your insistence on that low carb and high protein food, antioxidants, this, that, and supplements, without all that, we would have ended up at this nice place 10 years ago or 20 years ago. It was all your fault. So it is the heavens full of joy, and that everything is available, no payment. We have this idea of going to a place where there will be no sorrow, no suffering, only joy will be there. It is completely unreal because the very meaning of happiness is that there is a surrounding sorrow in comparison with which you feel that this is a place of happiness. So it is, this Nachiketa asks, how can one go to such higher world? Ah, so this he was given all the knowledge, what sacrifice you have to do, and everything this Nachiketa understood very well. An additional boon was given to him. So now you understood it so well, so fast. This sacrifice will now be known by your name. Then third boon, what is to be asked? And that the Upanishad really begins from there. Nachiketa asks, Yeyam prete vichikitsa manushe astiti eke, nayam astiti chaike. When a person dies, some people say that it is dead and gone. Some people say not gone. I want to know the secret about all this from you. That is my third boon. And this question took this god of death by tremendous surprise, not a pleasant surprise in that sense. He said, why you want this? This is very difficult. Even those gods earlier could not fathom the answer for these things. So ask for some other boon. I can give you some other boon. You can, and he gives a list of the boons, kind of a very alluring list, that any of this will make a common person tempted to give up this third boon, replace it with this. But here we are not having a common person who has seen. This person is one who has seen the difference. Even if it is long, if it is changing, it will go away like a long dream. Will come and go away. So here also everything comes, goes away. Last for preachers, some just their life is an hour. Their birth, growth, progeny, death, everything happens in a second. And then there are some trees which live like at 500 years. And so, but it is just relative thing, Their life is over, this life is over, and the time changes. It is so. It is not real, whether 500 years or 1 second. Both all are equal, it is not real. That is important. So, Nachiketa was told that it is that Shatayusha putra pautran vrinishva bahun pashun hasti hiranyam ashwan bhumir mahadayatam nam vrinishva swayam cha jiva shardo yavadichasi. That choose sons and grandsons and daughters and granddaughters included in this, who will live 100 years, herds of cattle, elephants, herds of cattle, elephants, horses, and gold. Choose a vast territory on earth and live thyself as many years as thou desirest. Yes, instead of asking about that which is permanent and which is impermanent, this seems to be a much better boon, isn't it? That practical, one should be practical. The other thing appears to be impractical. We think that this is practical. And Nachiketa should have gone for this. Or he says, If you think that something else, some other boon compares to this, you can ask for that, that it is, I read only the translation, ask for some other boon that thou thinkest equal to this, such as wealth and long life. O Nachiketa, be a king of the whole earth. I shall make thee the enjoyer of all desires. Ah, so it is. This is a better bargain, one may think, but still Nachiketa was not budging. So he brought the all the other benefits right in the view. We can hold on to temptation when the things are just told to us about. But when they are brought right in front of our eyes, uh, that they are real, oh, then you may say, okay, the eternal life and God, they can wait, you know. The God never goes away anywhere, and God is my true nature. We have read enough Vedanta. So we bring it up in that way. So first let me have these enjoyments. These vanish, you know. So while they last, let me enjoy those. And these things, when they go, Atman, the reality, the God, is always with me. What a nice practical decision. What Rupak, huh? Yeah, it is very practical decision we feel. That so he says, Ye ye kama durlabha martyaloke sarvan kamans chandatah prarthayasva imarama saratha saturya nahi drishah idrisha lambhaniya manushyahi. It is, look, I am giving you these things which are not available to human beings ordinarily. It is whatever objects of desire are difficult to get in this world of mortals. Ask for those, all according to your choice. These fair damsels, along with the chariots and musical instruments, such indeed are not obtainable by men. He is saying these means he is putting them in front of Nachiketa as it were. This is for you to pick up from. And then the answer of Nachiketa is very important. Nachiketa does not budge even a little by all these temptations. Why? He was seeing that this is much ado about nothing. Yeah, it is like in dream whether you become a king or not. If it is, you won't care about it. It is if you are given the lot of nice place to live in, but it is dream. No, I don't want it. So Nachiketa was very clear about it. Shobhava martyasya yadanta kaitat sarvendriyanam jarayanti tejah api sarvam jivitam alpameva tavaiva vaha tavanritya gite. All these are most transient things. All that you are showing momentary. Come and go here now, gone next moment. All these things, oh death, they wear out the vigor of all senses of man. This is a very important statement that we forget about our nature of enjoyments. Our senses, our organs of enjoyment, as it were, they are tortured and twisted, and that is what we call enjoyment. They lose their vigor as we think that we are enjoying. This is the nature of all worldly enjoyments, each and every. All worldly enjoyments are draining the energy of our organs. Is it really enjoyment? It is, therefore Nachiketa sees through this, that it's sarvendriyanam jarayanti tejaha, that they drain out, wear out the vigor of all senses of a person, and the whole span of life is but short. Whole span of life. What does it matter if somebody lived for a day or for 100 years? It doesn't matter at all. Much ado about nothing. Whether somebody lived as a homeless or somebody lived in a palace, what does it matter? Much ado about nothing. So he says that all these things that you are dangling before me, I don't care for them. This and because he says that man never gets satisfied with wealth. Moreover, when we have seen thee, we shall surely get wealth. What does it become? If we need the wealth, will come. But all wealth is momentary, comes and goes. It makes a person very proud and starts slighting others. It is, and we shall live only as long as thou rules. It is, in a way, a taunt to Yama, that, hey, you say you will give as much as long a life as I want, but all life is really very short, and also you can grant boon of life only your lifetime. These are the positions, they change. So as long as you rule, then it may have some value. But your rule is also temporary. It is, I had bought something and then it had a guarantee, lifelong guarantee. So I thought, very nice, lifelong guarantee is being given. And then some friend, a wise friend of mine said, oh fellow, this company gives guarantee. Its life is very short. So lifelong means lifelong of that company. So it is nothing lifelong. We had these windows long back. Those windows were to be leaking and were to be replaced. So we saw that there is the paper giving warranty. That lifelong warranty. So we thought we can replace it at no cost. But no, the company is not there. The representative, the dealer from whom they were bought, the dealer said, sorry, this is not my warranty. That was that company. That is no more in existence. So that is how, Yama, your position also is not a stable one. So I want nothing of this. Nothing of this. If you want to give that boon that I have asked, what is permanent and what is not permanent? That permanent thing, tell me about that. If not, Nanyam vara nachiketo vrinite. It is, I am not asking for anything else. And that firmness is indicated there. Don't bother your head about tempting me. Nanyam vara nachiketo vrinite. Very firm resolve. I don't want anything. And then the god of death becomes so pleased that you really are worthy of getting this spiritual knowledge, because you examined the nature of all these things and saw that they are nothing. When you know that they are nothing, the renunciation is automatic. they only bind you. Come on, Sangeeta, we have lot of this garbage. I want to give it to you. She says, Swami, no, I don't want it. It is because it is garbage. This is garbage. Comes, goes, has no value, only keeps us tied to this world. And therefore, this is much ado about nothing. Yamaraja says that you have understood this. And so you are worthy of getting this spiritual knowledge. Otherwise, we keep on running after these vanishing riches and want to realize the God or the permanent. That will not happen. We have to stop this much ado about nothing. I am concluding after reading a beautiful passage when Sri Ramakrishna was being described by Swami Vivekananda, that he could see these as nothing, big or small, what does it matter? Nothing, same thing nowadays, you have a small picture, but on computer you can expand it, you can make it look big as you want. So you can make, say, $1 equivalent to $1 million. It is both nothing, so it is, what does it matter? So he says that here, and I am quoting from this beautiful book, My Master. Swami Vivekananda gave 2 lectures on this Sri Ramakrishna's life. They were later on edited and combined into this beautiful book, My Master, a small book. And there comes this passage. This passage really jolted me when I first read that. It says that for every moment I think of anything else means God, except God, is so much lost to me, even the marvels of earthly sciences. Everything is vain if it takes me away from that thought. Life is but momentary, whether you have the knowledge of an angel or the ignorance of an animal. Life is but momentary, whether you have the poverty of the poorest man in rags or the wealth of the richest living person. Life is but momentary, whether you are a downtrodden man living in one of the big streets of the big cities of the West, or a crowned emperor ruling over millions. Life is but momentary, whether you have the best of health or the worst. Life is but momentary, whether you have the most poetical temperament or the most cruel. There is but one solution of life, says a Hindu, and that solution is what they call God and religion. So, otherwise, everything that we run after is much ado about what? Nothing. Much ado about nothing. Like that Anubhavananji was telling, whether you put a purification plant on the water of mirage. It is mirage. So what does it make? Does it purify the water? You don't go also for it, because it is not existent there at all. Whether to have a bucket full or a huge, big lake full of mirage, it makes no sense. It is not water at all. So all these big things, small things, they have only relative value, and running after those things, forgetting that which is real. Well, much ado about nothing. You can treat my lecture also like that, much ado about nothing. Thank you. Any questions? No question here. Is there a question up there? Because here they were listening very attentively, so they don't have any question.
So we have two questions. Matt asks.
Mats. Yes, Mats.
A question about the three Mahavakyas.
Huh?
A question about the three Mahavakyas.
Yeah.
That thou art, I am Brahman, this self is Brahman. These appear to have the same meaning, do they? If there is no difference, do you know why these three are counted as Mahavakyas and not just one?
Well, there is a separate meaning, separate emphasis in not just three. There are traditionally they are considered four, and some even consider five. But they have distinct emphasis. The meanings are, when you boil it down, it is very similar. But the context and the emphasis is different. Like the first, thou art that, tattvamasi, it is called a sentence of advice. And advice is imparted by the teacher to the taught, the one who has come to know about the self. And so the teacher, after telling many things, says, oh, thou art that. This is the statement told by the teacher as an advice to the student. Now the student, he deliberates on this, practices this awareness, and then comes to the teacher and says, now I get it. Aham Brahmasmi. I am the Brahman. This is called, therefore, the Anubhava Vakya, the statement of experience that yes, now I see I am not this body, I am not mind. What am I then? Now this requires spiritual practice to get to this idea, to get to this truth that I am not any of these, because we are attached to these things. And so to know this, there is the spiritual practice or sadhana. And after this sadhana, this anubhava vakya, this statement of experience is given by the student. Aham brahmasmi. I am none of these things that come and go, but I am Brahman, the existence itself. Now, there is still ambiguity in this. Still not, the oneness is still not achieved. I am Brahman. So, this is called that lot of transcendence has happened, but still a few steps need to be taken. And so the third Mahavakya is there, that I am Atma Brahma, that this self is same as Brahman, they are not different. And then Brahman alone remains, that is Prajnanam Brahma, that is the fourth one. Anyway, the difference is of emphasis, and also they indicate the progress of the spiritual aspirant. Thank you. Any other question?
We have one question from Absolute.
Absolute, very good.
So every action comes from desire. So how to live being desireless in mind, and what's the best state of mind in living when the subconscious mind pushes hard against intellect or spiritual knowledge?
Well, it is the question is to be tackled as you know, turn your desires towards that which is real and give up the desires which are about unreal, howsoever alluring they may appear. That it is, this is small, this is big, it is much ado about nothing. Let us not harbor those desires. Turn the desire to God. Now, well, there are, in the subconscious over which we don't have control much, but by spiritual practice, gradually one establishes control over on the subconscious. There is now it is another lecture I will have to give on to explain that how the subconscious is different from conscious. What goes into subconscious, what floats on the conscious, and how they, what is called subconscious, gradually comes under conscious control, does not remain subconscious anymore through spiritual practice. So that is a different question. But if you practice this, turn the attention, turn the desires away from that which is momentary, unreal, to that which is permanent, unchanging, then this practice will take you towards that converting the subconscious to conscious. Thank you. Oh, now he has a question here. Those questions are over, isn't it? Okay. Hey, he took more time to ponder, It is.
Swami, Mahesh, like Lord Mahesh, we call him the Lord of Destruction, and Yama as Lord of Death. Is destruction the same as death, or is there a difference between the two?
They are the same. That is there is the psychological connotations are different. That Shiva, God of destruction, what does that God destroys? That which is unreal. That is why it is shown destroyed by the light of from the eye of knowledge, the third eye. Shiva has the third eye. So when that eye is opened, what happens? All that is mere appearance, coming and going, that gets destroyed. It meets destruction because it is not real. It goes away as soon as we see that it is not real. We do not get caught in it. It is when we know it is temporary, we do not get caught in it. It is only when we see that this is real, permanent, then we get caught in it. So Shiva removes this ignorance. And Yama, the god of death, it is the position to allocate those who who die according to their karma. They get the result of their karma. So he is an officer in charge of that department. So let us see what are the programs coming week. It is January. The next Sunday we will be proceeding from where we left today in Kathopanishad. That is, choosing from the two paths. It is based on Kathopanishad, how we make a choice then, choosing from the two paths. The Tuesday, Friday classes will go on as usual. Tuesday the topic is Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna. Friday it is the stories from Srimad Bhagavatam. Both classes start at 7:30 p.m. and there is the Arati, morning and evening meditations, chanting and so forth, according to the schedule that will go on every day. And even in the winter, this kind of cold, people were coming, for this from long distances, early morning. I was surprised to see that they were there. So, why? Because it is so good, so important for, learning to control our life, taking charge of our life, that the seasons should not control it. I am above them. The circumstances around should not have power over me. I am the Lord of those. So these people beautifully demonstrated this, and thank you very much. So let us go for the concluding prayers. May the Divine, who is Father in heaven of the Christians, Holy One of the Jewish faith, Allah of the Muslims, Buddha of the Buddhists, Tao of the Taoists, Great Spirit of the Native Americans, Ahur Mazda of the Zoroastrians, and Brahman of the Hindus, lead us from the unreal to the real, from darkness to light, from death to immortality. May the all-loving being manifest himself unto us and grant us abiding understanding and all-consuming divine love. Peace, peace, peace be unto all. Now there will be Arati. If you want to go in this prayer hall, you have to take your footwear off. After the Arati, there will be soup supper. And supper, actually, there are a lot of food brought by the two people here. So, whatever you like, you can take. It is, after all, much ado about nothing.
All worldly bondage and adored by all, we adore you too. Stainless Lord, assuming human form. Stainless Lord, assuming human form. Transcendent yet filled with love, you free us from the stain of sin and ornament our world. Consciousness is your form, your eyes always purified by knowledge. Your eyes always purified by knowledge. Looking at them, illusion is gone. Ocean of shining love and feeling are inebriated in your infinite love. Your feet always dear to your devotees. Your feet always dear to your devotees. in the divine light. This we can see through your grace, destroyer of worldly sorrow and compassion soul. Infinite is your word. Your life's offered for the world's deliverance. Your life's offered for the world's deliverance, saving us from darkness and fear. Renouncer of all lust and lucre, therefore you were always burning sensual life. Lord of monks, you are the best of men. Lord of monks, you are the best of men. Grant to us pure love for you. You're fearless and you're free from doubting, with your mind very firmly resolved. Causeless refuge of your devotees, causeless refuge of your devotees, renouncing caste and birth. Our treasure is your holy feet, which take us very soon across this puddle of life. You give love and even-sightedness. You give love and even-sightedness to remove our anguish here. Our treasure is your holy feet, which take us very soon across this puddle of life. You give love and even-sightedness. You give love and even-sightedness to remove our anguish here. Greetings to you, O Lord, beyond both speech and mind. Greetings to you, O Lord, beyond both speech and mind. Yet you are the basis of both. O Lord, yet you are the basis of both. Great light of all lights, blazing in the heart's gate. Great light of all lights, blazing in the heart's gate. Darkness is destroyed by your light. O Lord, darkness is destroyed by your light. Greetings to you, O Lord, beyond both speech and mind. Greetings to you, O Lord, beyond both speech and mind. Yet you are the basis of both. O Lord, yet you are the basis of both. Great light of all lights, blazing in the heart's gate. Great light of all lights, blazing in the heart's gate. Darkness is destroyed by your light. O Lord, darkness is destroyed by your light. Langa Ranga Bhanga, these are all the sounds of Vedanta. Langa Ranga Bhanga, these are singing for your worship divine. Jaya Jaya for your worship divine. Hara Hara for your worship divine. Shiva Shiva for your worship divine. Breaker of all our worldly bondage and adored by all, we adore you too. Jai Shri Guru Maharaj Ji Ki Jai. Sarva spacious and blessed, graciousness sublime, all noble lands you give to us, granting us refuge, all seeing Gauri, O Mother Divine, our love to you. Creation, preservation, dissolution are your powers, eternal one. Nature's real basis, nature's essence, O Mother Divine, our love to you. We come seeking refuge from anguish. Be our Savior through your deep concern. All our suffering remove, Goddess, O Mother Divine, our love to you. Victory, O Mother Divine, our love to you. Blessed Mother Divine, our love to you. Blessed Mother Divine, our love to you. Blessed Mother Divine, our love to you. Jai Shri Ram Krishna Dev Ki Jai. Jai Shri Sarda Devi Ki Jai. Jai Shri Swami विवेकानंद की जय। जय श्री बुद्धदेव